Random Facts Week for your knowledge. Canada has over 2 million lakes, more than any other country in the world, accounting for about 20% of the world's fresh water. The loudest animal relative to its size is the water boatman, an insect that can produce a sound equivalent to 99 decibels by rubbing its penis against its abdomen. The term quarantine originates from the Italian words quaranta giorni, which mean 40 days. This was the period an incoming ship was required to isolate to prevent disease spread during the 14th century. Synesthesia is a condition where one sensory or cognitive pathway leads to automatic, involuntary experiences in a second sensory or cognitive pathway, such as seeing colors when hearing music. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. The concept of left and right shoes was popularized in the 19th century. Before that, shoes could be worn on either foot. Greenland is the largest island in the world, with over 80% of its surface covered by ice, making it home to the only permanent ice sheet outside Antarctica. Vampire bats are the only mammals that feed entirely on blood, having evolved a range of specialized adaptations to this diet, including anticoagulants in their saliva. Astronauts experience space adaptation syndrome, which affects their spatial orientation and balance in microgravity environments, often leading to what's colloquially known as space sickness. The Oscar statue of the Academy Awards is named after a librarian's uncle. According to Hollywood lore, Academy librarian Margaret Herrick thought the statue resembled her Uncle Oscar. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway serves as a backup for the world's crop diversity, safeguarding seeds in case of global crises. There exists a phenomenon known as ball lightning, a rare form of lightning in the shape of a glowing, floating sphere that can last several seconds. The Kingdom of Bhutan measures its progress through gross national happiness instead of gross domestic product, GDP, emphasizing the well-being of its citizens over economic indicators. Crepuscular rays are the beams of sunlight that appear to radiate from a single point in the sky, often observed during twilight hours. Some species of bamboo can grow up to 91 centimeters or 36 inches within a 24-hour period, making them among the fastest-growing plants in the world. Dactylolysis spontanea is a rare condition where one's fingers or toes spontaneously amputate, with no clear underlying cause. The deepest swimming pool in the world, located in Poland, reaches a depth of 45.5 meters or 149 feet, and holds 8,000 cubic meters of water. There is a species of ant, the honeypot ant, that acts as a living food storage for its colony, ingesting large amounts of food and swelling up to many times its normal size. The concept of a leap second is added to Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, to account for the Earth's slowing rotation, ensuring clocks remain synchronized with daytime. The Okavango Delta in Botswana is one of the few major river deltas that does not flow into an ocean or sea, instead emptying onto open land and evaporating, creating a unique inland delta. In ancient Egypt, servants were smeared with honey to attract flies away from the pharaoh. Mathematician Blaise Pascal created the first mechanical calculator, the Pascaline, in the 17th century to help his father with tax calculations. The corpse flower is one of the largest and smelliest flowers in the world, emitting a strong odor reminiscent of rotting flesh to attract pollinators. Venus is the only planet in the solar system that rotates clockwise, a phenomenon known as retrograde rotation. The tongue of a blue whale is so large that 50 people could stand on it. Project Habakkuk was a World War II plan by the British to construct an aircraft carrier out of pykrete, a mixture of ice and wood pulp, due to its potential to be bulletproof and slow-melting. The Atacama Desert in Chile is so dry that some weather stations have never recorded rain. There are vending machines in Japan that dispense live lucky crabs, providing a convenient way for people to buy fresh seafood. A moonbow is a lunar rainbow that appears at night under the light of the moon rather than the sun. There's a species of bird, the red-backed shrike, also known as the butcher bird, because it impales its prey on thorns or barbed wire to store food. The Gate of the Sun is a megalithic solid stone arch or gateway constructed by the ancient Tiwanaku culture of Bolivia around 1500 AD. Before becoming Rome's first emperor, Augustus was kidnapped by pirates who didn't recognize him and demanded a ransom. He jokingly promised to crucify them once freed, a promise he later fulfilled. Falkland Islands are home to more sheep than people, with human inhabitants numbering around 3,000 and sheep populations close to 500,000. There's a tree called the Tree of Life in Bahrain that stands alone in the desert, miles away from any water source, remaining a mystery as to how it survives. Rabbit Island in Japan, officially known as Okunoshima, is inhabited by hundreds of friendly rabbits that roam freely, attracting tourists. Globsters are mysterious, unidentifiable organic masses that wash up on beaches, often speculated to be new sea monsters. Morning glory clouds are rare, long, tube-shaped clouds that can stretch up to 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles, and are mostly seen in northern Australia. Like and subscribe for more random facts. What was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video. Have a nice week.